Bang! And I'm live. Let me fix this camera here real quick. I want to say happy Memorial Day to everybody. I hope you're enjoying your barbecues. Hope you're enjoying all that you're doing. Just remember that men and women have died to give us the freedoms to celebrate like we are, all right? I do have a guest in the house. I'll be bringing him in a minute. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that served our country. Um, and thank you to everybody that's obviously sacrificed for our country. To give us everything that we have. For idiots like me to come on here and say stupid things, that's all because all of you guys are out there that have sacrificed to give us the freedoms that we have. So I really do appreciate it. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I'm gonna bring my guests in now, and we're just gonna have a talk about Memorial Day and things like that. Things pertaining to today. So, and appreciation for our servicemen and women, and not only them, but a lot of different industries that really don't get appreciated. So we're going to talk about that today. All right, let's bring them on here.
Hello,
First guy
John.
I'm bringing in here is Midlife Trucker. How you doing, man?
Excellent. Any better, I'd be you.
Happy yeah. Happy Memorial Day, man.
Does Happy Memorial Day sound right?
Yes. Yes. Hey, well, you know what? I know that you served our country, and I appreciate what you've done for your country, and I just want to thank you for that. You are lucky to be able to go on and do many other things in your life, but a lot of people have died out there to give us the ability to come on here and say stupid crap. So, just thank you for your service, man.
Honored to have served.
All right. I just want to give you guys a little background. I am a military brat. My dad was in the military for over 20 some years. Served in Vietnam, Iraq, Korea, a couple other places. He went out and then went back in. He's had some of the worst jobs in the military and some of the best jobs in the military. So he's passed away now, but every Memorial Day I think about him because I remember all the sacrifices our family made as he was gone for on tour for sometimes 6 months to a year at a time, and I don't think people really remember the family that's stuck behind while the military guy's out doing what he's doing. They all sacrifice like crazy too. So I really appreciate anybody that is standing in those positions too. So, but I wanted to come on here and say happy Memorial to everybody. Got a couple comments already. Franklin says hello. How you doing, Franklin? Happy Memorial Day. WCF Invader says happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you too, man. Um, if you guys are getting a chance to go out and have a barbecue and have a good time, I'm all for that. I really wish I could be at home doing the same thing, but a lot of us truck drivers, we stay out on the road even on the holidays. So we're out here just living life and making money for our family. So, how about you? Was it a hard choice for you to stay on the road for Memorial Day, or is it normal for you?
I was just home last week. The day doesn't really matter. My wife will be out of school in another. Well, the kids had their last day already. She'll be out of school in another 3 days, and then I'll go home and pick her up and bring her out with me.
All right.
So, going home right now would have just screwed up time that I would have been home.
Yeah.
We look
Yeah.
at the calendar and calculate it on when it's best for us.
Yeah. That's a smart way to do it. I mean, there are certain holidays I have to be home for. Like I'm home for my anniversary always. I'm home for, um,
You remember when it is?
yes, always. I'm home for my wife's
Without a
birthday.
calendar having it written down?
Yes, 100%.
You have a better memory than me.
Yes. No, it was the day my life changed. The day that I married the woman that I shouldn't have married because she's way above me.
Whoa, I got to take
But
some notes. This is good answers.
um, I I'm all the ones I have to go on for is my anniversary, my wife's birthday, which fortunately happens to fall 2 days separate from mine, so I'm usually home for my birthday too. Christmas, Thanksgiving. That's about it. The rest of them, not so much. I mean, I've been there off and on for different ones, but I um, I always seem to to make it home for those days. But Father's Day is another one that's coming up. I won't be home for Father's Day, but my kids are old and grown up and moved out anyway, so I figure
Mine too.
I'll be honored after I'm dead. So.
And then they'll be like, I wish you'd have come home more often. Yeah.
So anybody that's watching, if you want to join in, guys, I can throw the link down in the comment section if you want me to. You're welcome to come join. I see that Grumpy Chucker joined in. Rebecca has joined in here. How you doing? Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Um, well, Grumpy Chucker says, sorry, I couldn't join. I woke up too late. Hey, guess what? Better late than never. You're welcome to come in here anytime you want, man. Anytime you want. TJ Bull from TJ Bull of the Woods says Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you too. Um, for anybody that's served that's coming in here, guys, thank you for your service. I really do appreciate it. As you're out and about today, just remember there are a lot of men and women that are working on this holiday that don't get to have the barbecues. You go to Walmart, you got the cashier there. They're working today. The convenience stores, the truck drivers. Uh, the school teachers get off today. That's a good thing. They need days off too. But there are a lot of industries that are working today. So just remember them while you're out having a good time. And not all of us get to, have the barbecue and the ribs. And if you are at home having barbecue and ribs, good for you. Eat one for me and drink one for me. All right. So how about you? What do you guys say about Memorial Day, man?
I just make sure that everybody knows the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day, November 11th, Veterans Day, where we honor everyone who served. Memorial Day
Yes,
is really for those who didn't make it back.
I know. Yeah. I actually expand on that a little bit. It's for everybody that didn't make it back, that died for our freedoms, and for the people that served, came back, and have now passed. To me, that's a memorial too, because, like my dad, for instance, he retired and had a whole life out of the military, but what he ended up passing away from was things that happened to him when he was in the military. So those some of the things that happen to these guys when they're overseas, it's a lifelong struggle, and that will take them in the end sometimes. So just remember them too. So Franklin Frazier says happy Memorial Day to all that's trucking out there. Yep. Happy Memorial Day, to all the truckers. But this like my wise friend down below just said. Let's remember what Memorial Day is about. We're remembering the people that have been lost to give us the freedoms to come on here and talk about gibberish. The Grumpy Trucker says Memorial Day is to honor our lost soldiers. Yes, I agree, 100%. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to copy this link. I don't usually make it open to the public, but I'm going to today. So if you want to come in and, how do I throw a comment in here? Hang on.
You could pin it too some way.
Yeah, I know. I just got to figure out how to make a comment, though.
While he's doing that, there's a piece of trivia. Does anyone know what the coins on a military gravestone mean? You'll often find coins left on there, and they don't get removed either. They stay for quite a while before they get removed. Does anybody know what the coins mean? The actual penny, nickel, dime, and quarter? I can't see the
Hey,
comments, so I don't know if anybody
oh, I'm
commented.
sorry.
But
I'm sorry. Well, Grumpy Trucker, while everybody's thinking about that, Grumpy Trucker, can you do me a favor? I know I sent you the link. Can you grab the link and just post it in the comment section for me? Because for some reason, StreamYard's being a pain in my butt right now. So grab that link and post it in there. Anybody that wants to come in, you're welcome to come in. Just be respectful, please. All right, we got some answers here. I think they're still answering it.
well, I'll go ahead and answer. The penny means that you knew this, that you visited the service member. It doesn't necessarily mean you knew him, but you visited the grave. A nickel means that you trained with them in boot camp or basic training, whichever branch of the service you were in. They call it different things. And a dime means that you served together at some point in your careers, and a quarter means you were there when they died.
Wow.
So when
I
you
did. I
happen to
actually
walk
didn't
by a
even know that.
gravestone, if you walk by a gravestone and you see a quarter, you know that somebody visited recently who was there when they passed.
Wow. I did not
Yeah,
know
they're
that
not just leaving
actually.
the money there so they can buy a beer in the afterlife.
Yeah. And it's not for you to pick up and take with you.
Yeah.
Grumpy says, yeah, I know what the coins me. I know what coin. Wait, yeah, I know what the coins mean. Okay, well, I'm glad you know what coins you, man. um,
I
Robot
see
Rabbit
Robot
says,
Rabbit.
oh, you know Robot Rabbit?
No, I just saw his comment. Now I guess they're starting to pop up on the stage thing on
Oh,
Streamyard.
okay. Oh
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
I'm popping them up.
Oh, you're doing
Popping
it.
them up right
Okay.
now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Robo Rabbit says, hello, everyone. Hello, happy Memorial Day. Guys, Grumpy Trucker just pinned the link right there. Or he didn't pin it, but he put the link right there. Can you please, if you want to join us, be respectful. Remember what Memorial Day is about, but I'm welcoming anybody that wants to join. Come on in. Let's talk about Memorial Day, trucking, whatever you want to talk about. We'll have some fun. We'll have some serious conversations. Um, Rebecca Frazier says, happy Memorial Day to everyone that has served, all the truckers that work all the time, very hard workers, brave men out there, and thank you for all that you that serve. Yes, yes. It's not what Memorial Day is about, but yes, I do want to point out that you know, truck drivers, we are out here, we are working, and there are a lot of people in our society that are doing the exact same thing. So, um, just remember when you're out today, guys. They're all out there for your convenience, and the people that have died in the military gave us the right to choose to work today, or the choose to enjoy the barbecue and have a good time. So, stay safe when you're doing all of the above, please. Um, Toga says, "Oi, oi, hi Toga, how you doing? Happy Memorial Day. Hey, just a question. You're from Turkey. I know Memorial Day is an American thing, so." You get the concept? You understand? Do you guys have like a Memorial Day type thing in Turkey? Um, this is Toga right here. He's a member on my channel. He's very, very loyal. Do you guys have anything like that overseas that celebrates people that have lost and given the ability for you to enjoy the things that you enjoy in your country? Um, TJ Bull of the Woods. Toga, come have a beer with me and my family. Yeah, yeah, definitely, guys. Definitely. Just don't do it on the road. Crumpy Old Trucker says, okay, Goopy, I haven't had my coffee and acorns yet. Oh, no, here we go. Well, I'll tell you what. Grab a cup of coffee. You don't even need to drink it yet. Grab a cup of coffee. Come join us. I don't care if you're a little grumpy and ornery. It's okay. It's Memorial Day. I'll be nice. Wink, wink. Ha
Yeah.
ha. Grumpy is saying hi to Toga. Toga saying hi to Bull of the Woods, saying he'd love to have one. Um, wow, everybody's saying hi to each other. Here we go. Franklin on Facebook is saying, show respect. Thank you, all for the truckers that make the money. Yeah, yeah. Franklin, just so that you know, he's a younger dude. Um, Franklin, just remember there are people that have lived long before us and that have died to give us the right to come on here to celebrate a day and the freedoms to say anything that we want to say. That's why I read every comment, at least I try to, because I do believe in that. I do believe in people that have served to give us everything that we have. All right. Um, oh, geez. I have another guest I'm going to bring in right now. I actually totally forgot. I got sidetracked. And so we'll bring in F8. Sorry, not F8. Fate Trucking. Fate Trucking. All right. I did that totally on purpose. How you doing, Fate Trucking?
We're
Happy
good. We're
Memorial Day,
good.
brother.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day to you guys as well.
And by the way, just so that you guys know, there's a comment. Hello, did you forget? No, I didn't forget. I did forget about you. I'm not gonna lie. I did forget about you. I got all sidetracked and remembering memories. So Memorial Day for me is kind of special because it does make me think of my dad a lot. Um,
Yeah.
because being a military brat, I didn't get to see my dad a whole lot, but when I did, it meant a lot. And after he retired, we spent a lot of time together. I was very close to my father, and respect that man very, very much for everything that he did. Not that he didn't have flaws, we all have flaws, but he was a good man. So I just someday could wish I could be looked at like that by
Yeah.
my children. So Um, so how about you? I'm guessing by looking at the logo on my screen that you are out working today.
Yeah, we're out trucking. We're out trucking.
Trucking. All right.
I don't.
All right. Do you have no? Do
Yeah,
you have normal
the
holidays that you go home for?
Thanksgiving and Christmas. I try and make it home for the kids' birthdays and the wife's birthday, but that doesn't always work out.
Yeah. What was the last one for your birthday?
For my wife's birthday.
Oh, your wife's birthday. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I said the same thing. I'm kind of lucky that my birthday's 2 days before my wife's. So I'm usually home for mine too, but I go home for my wife's because as I've said many times, my wife is my backbone. She's my strength. So I have to honor her more than I do myself as much as I can. So, Grumpy Trucker says, "How dare you forget about Pate Trucking?" I didn't forget about him. He was in the back of my mind. He just hadn't worked his way to the front yet. So, um, and
I'm used to it.
Toga's laughing. You just love leaving people in the basement. No, I leave you in the basement. I left him backstage. There's a difference.
I'm beginning to wonder about that basement.
Yeah.
Can you all hear me?
Well, yesterday. Yeah, we can hear you. What'd you say?
Okay. Oh, nothing. There was silence, so I thought I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was reading a comment ahead of time, and I'm going to put it up here just because I think it's funny. We always get these comments every time. I'm in a vertical feed, so you get kind of crazy comments. But David from the USA says, are you two a couple? Well, I think it'd be a trio at this point, but no, we're not. I'm actually never actually met the person below me. Midlife Truck. I've never met him in person. I have met Bait Trucking before in person though, but I've never met Midlife Trucker. So, but I appreciate you wondering, because you never know these days.
I do remember you telling me I'm damn sexy. So
No,
maybe are we a couple?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I think I was looking in the mirror at myself at that point. I'm just saying. Maybe that's probably what the case was. I was probably like, darn, man, I'm looking good today. All right. So,
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble.
Toga says, remember the sacrifice cost of lives, folks. This is Memorial Day out there, but it's all the same everywhere. All right. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I know Toga's from another country. I was wondering if they had like a Memorial Day type day. I know a lot of countries have that. It's not just us. So, Franklin says my birthday is on June 21st. Well, happy soon-to-be birthday. I hope you have a good day. Definitely. Ram 1994 says, "Hi, dudes. Hey, what's up?" So yeah, I just I wanted to come on here and wish everybody happy Memorial Day and tell everybody a little bit about what's important for me. So, you guys have any messages, anything you want to say about Memorial Day or anything else?
Just remember, there's a lot of people out here still working.
That's right.
We get
That's
to
right.
have our barbecue at whatever truck stop we're at.
Yep. What were you saying, Pate? I heard you grumbling something under your breath. Oh, he's obviously busy right now. Toga says, there is no husband for you for here, David. Stop trying your chance. Oh, okay. I get what he's saying. I had a cold about 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't got rid of that cough when I laugh. Grumpy Trucker says, after I join in a few, it won't be so silent much. Yeah, you know what? He keeps threatening to join, but he's not joining. I don't know why. Oh, never mind. There he is. The grumpy old trucker decided to join.
I'm going to be incognito for just a little bit until I get
Okay.
myself awake.
That's fine.
I'm ugly
That's
when
fine.
I first wake up.
Just go drink your coffee and eat a couple acorns. We know you're a nutty guy, so.
Get it right. I pronounced it right. Acorns. Acorns.
I live on acres of land, but acorns are what fall on the ground from an oak tree. Toga says, sure, actually, I responded to your question above, but you didn't read it, sir. Oh, sorry. Did I really? I skipped your. Oh, I am
Oops.
so sorry. Where
Hey,
did I
where'd
miss
Fate
it?
go? We lose Fate?
Yeah, he dropped out. I don't know what happened there. Oh, here we go. There we go. I think this is what he was talking about. Oh, because I forgot Fate Trucking. I actually skipped over his comment. I do apologize, Toga. We have our own Memorial Days for sure. Most of the civilians won't know anything about other countries, but officials always knows and shows respect to each other. I mean, at least the allies. Okay, all right. Yeah. I mean, I feel ignorant because, Americans, I will openly admit, Americans are ignorant people. We have no clue about the rest of the world. I mean, there are well-traveled people like the guy in the bottom down there, Midlife Trucker. He's been all over the world. But I was in Germany when I was a kid. I don't really remember much of it. And I don't really know all of the traditions and stuff of other countries. So, but that's cool. That's cool. Uh, and I know in today's world, I mean, with social media and everything going on out there, guys, I mean, you can see just a little bit of research. You can check any country to see what their holidays are, what they do. So if you're in another country, maybe you do know about Memorial Day. I'm just too ignorant to do the research, I guess. I'm a
Just
stupid
remember,
American.
just
Well,
remember, if you're in
you know,
China, you do not look at Tiananmen. You do not Google Tiananmen Square when you're thinking about memorials.
Really? Well, we just got demonetized in China.
Are we even on? Are we even on there in China?
I have no idea. I'm sure they have YouTube over there. I doubt we're on there
I
though.
I think
But
they restrict their stuff to educational purposes.
I will say on my channel, I have very loyal followers in Turkey. I have some in Germany. I have some in India, Bangladesh. Like people that comment all the time, and I'm getting so I recognize their names and I see the Google translates, and I'm getting used to their comments. I have quite a following from all over the world. So
well,
yeah,
somebody's got to watch us crazy drivers.
yeah. I do have on Facebook. I have a few people that are from Russia that follow me. So that's kind of a unique situation. I didn't even know they were allowed to watch American YouTube anymore, but apparently they are, or
Yeah,
Facebook.
you
I
have to
mean,
be careful what you use for background music for Russia.
yeah, I know.
Or yeah,
A lot of my shorts aren't allowed in Russia for that reason. So, Toga says, oh right. Also, the barbecue season starts out there today too. Well, that depends on where you live. I live in Florida, so barbecue season starts in. When does it start? I'd say it starts in probably February and it ends in December. So yeah,
come on.
it's
In Florida, you got 2 seasons: summer and December.
actually December's not bad at all. The worst month is January.
And if it snows out there in Florida, people freak.
It never
It did
snows in
that.
Florida.
When was the
Yeah,
last?
it has.
I know
It
it snowed
has.
at Disney in like '86 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last
Yeah, it
time it
was some
snowed, it
years
wasn't
back.
even the same decade we're in. Come on, it's so rare
It's
that
been a while.
yeah, it's very rare, very rare. Why am I
Hey, where
windshield
I
wipers
live,
on?
we got snow. I live in Georgia, and we got snow one time. Was 2 inches on the ground, and we shut that city down. Atlanta was down for a week. Shoot, it was over.
Oh,
It
Hey,
was over.
remember the Olympics when they had the ice storm and they pretty much just like tripled the city?
What do you think's going to happen when it snows? I mean,
I got a story to say about that one, Tom. Whenever I was driving for um, CFI, I actually was out there in Georgia, and there was about 6 inches of snow on the ground where I was at.
but you were up in North Georgia. When it hits Atlanta or Macon, we call that snowpocalypse. They still talk about that to this day.
Yeah, huh? I'm sure they actually made shirts and hats about it too. Rebecca Frazier says, all of you truck drivers are awesome. All of you work so hard for your families. If it wasn't for the truckers, we wouldn't have nothing. Truckers go way beyond your duties out there. All of you have hearts like gold. Wow, that's a mouthful right there. Let's be honest here, guys. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. If I didn't make money doing what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm doing this for my family. As much as it helps the general public, and it may sound selfish of me, I do this for my family. So I'm not put in the same position when they were calling us heroes over the whole bad time back a little way back. You guys know what I'm talking about. I was uncomfortable with that. I am not a hero. People that go
No, I'm not
overseas and they
either.
die for our country, that's a hero. I am not a
Yes,
hero. So,
agreed.
but I appreciate the respect though, because I do believe truckers need to get more respect for what we do. But I also acknowledge
And
that we signed up for this job. So,
I'll agree with John on that. Whenever he was talking about he does this YouTube stuff and driving and all that for his family, I do the same. It's for my family.
I love what we do out here. Now, would I do it for free? Probably not. But I love what we do.
yep.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, there's quite a bit that us drivers do for free that we should be compensated on, but that's another story.
Well, Toga says, I look at the economic calendar daily. You can see all of the official details of the whole world, country by country, minute by minute. And then he says, if anyone's curious, there is an economic calendar by investment.com. I follow just 20 countries. You can change it via the filters. And then he gives a link to it. There you go, guys. I know
That's
Toga's into
interesting
the
to
whole
know.
investing thing. Even though he's very much into logistics also, but he definitely he's into the investing thing, and that's kind of cool, guys. If anybody's interested in that, go check that out. Investment.com. Is that what he said? Yeah, investing.com, and there's the link right there. If you want to come join us, feel free to come join us. One of these days, I'm gonna get Toga on here. I swear I am. The top three dots, guys. You know what that means. Go up there, click up there. Sorry, click top three dots. Like the stream. Make sure you share it out to your friends and family. So, all right, guys.
Please.
This is huh?
I said, please.
Please, yes. And while you're at it, there's also a thing down in the bottom. It pops up. You can do like hearts or happy faces, whatever. You can hit that heart time as many times as you want. Just keep tapping on it. The whole stream, just keep tapping that heart button. And what that does, or the laughing button, or the celebrate button, and you can see it if you're looking at the screen because I'm doing it online right now. You can keep tapping that, and what that does is that makes YouTube really, really like our stream, and they will show it to more
I didn't
people.
know that was
So,
a thing. Glad you told
yeah.
me.
Yes, if you're on YouTube right now on the right hand side,
So it
you
does
can
work
pop up
like another social media network that we use.
like a TikTok. Yes, you can say it on here. It's
I
not
was not.
against the law to say
Oh,
TikTok.
I was afraid. I didn't want to say it and get in trouble.
No, dude. Yeah, if you're on TikTok or Facebook, go follow Grumpy Trucker, Midlife Trucker, Driving with John. We're all on there. We're on all of them. These days, if you're a content creator, you're on almost every platform you can be on, and I'm not on
Hey,
all of them because I try to focus on just a few to give it everything I've got. If I spread myself too thin, I wouldn't be able to do justice to my videos or to the people that watch. So,
Grumpy's going to jump backstage and I'll be back, okay?
all right, no problem. You know how to put yourself backstage. You need me to do it.
Yes, I'll do it.
All right. Yeah, there you go. I see people tapping hearts now. All right, you can hit the whatever you want on there. The 100%, the celebrates. Yeah, just do that like crazy. That'll definitely help the old algorithm there, guys. Toga says, "Oh, logistics is the most important indicator for me also. We already start to read the signals about the recession way before The officials do. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about people don't understand that they're talking about how trucking isn't doing very well. Well, trucking actually is on the upswing right now. I don't know if everybody agrees with me, but from what I've seen, the indicators are actually starting to come back up now, and that means our economy is going to do the same. Not now. It usually takes a year or two before that happens, but it looks like we're starting to be on an upswing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I agree with him. Logistics is kind of a indicator of what's going to happen. You agree with that, Midlife?
Oh, it'll all get better right after the election, don't you know?
Well, that depends on
Come
who you
on now.
ask. That depends on who you ask.
Come on, after Jill Stein gets elected.
All right. We're not going to go into politics right now. But I will say
Come on, we can vote
that
for Vermin Supreme with a boot on his head.
I don't even know who that is, but okay. You know, I heard there's just a rumor out there, but I heard there's a truck driver that's going to be running for office. So maybe you guys should keep your eyes open. You never know. It could be
Man, I'd
happening.
run for office, but when they start digging up dirt, they're going to bring up some girlfriend from 10th grade or something. Man, I'm telling you, she's a liar. She's a liar. She got them shoes back.
Toga has a smiley face. Hey, Toga, do you follow American politics? I mean, don't say anything that would get me in trouble on YouTube, but do you follow American politics? I mean, is American politics an indicator economically around the world, or is it just here? Because it seems like for our election cycles can totally predict what our markets do. It's crazy, but it's true. You wouldn't think something with such, I don't know. I wouldn't think it matters as much as it does. I wonder if our political
The
actually
truth
affects
is, it
your.
really doesn't matter who gets elected. It's the
I know
unrest
that's
and the unknowing that's causing it.
yeah, I know, but that's what my point is. Like, and being in another country like Toga is, I'm wondering if our political unrest can cause reverberations around the world sometimes. So I'm just
You know, it's
curious,
like
and maybe it
8:30
doesn't.
where he's at. It's like 8:30 where he's at. Isn't he
In the
dedicated to
morning
coming
or
in
at
this
night?
late? Night.
Oh, at night. Oh, that he is dedicated, man. I've been on late at night one time, or maybe it was early in the morning. I don't know. It was the middle of the night for him, and he was on. He is. I think he sleeps with one eye on the monitor. I mean, the guy is amazing. Earl Fraser, Franklin Earl Fraser says, and support the trucker. Yeah, I guess he's going to vote for the trucker for president. I'll let you guys know it when I find that video because I know he's running, and when he does, I'm gonna make sure I share it out to everybody. So I'll let you guys know when I see it. Sure, I follow the whole world, but as you can guess, I don't even get them. I don't wait. I don't even get them too serious. There is no confidence in the political area at all. Yeah, no consonants. Sorry, I can't read. I'm a trucker guy. Sorry about that. Oh, look at that. Toga just put. We can hear you.
I know. I was telling my wife to turn hers down because it'll echo.
A real
Oh,
funny
okay.
is if you look at the if you were to Google political candidates for 2016, all the candidates that filed at 2 Alpha, you will find a candidate named Southern Dad.
Oh, really? Interesting. I actually know who Southern Dad is. That's interesting.
And you'll also come
speaking-
across other people like D's Nuts, but
Yes. I know. He
Okay,
runs.
that
He
was
runs every 4
TMI.
years. No, he
No,
runs
that
every
was a
4 years.
kid.
Seriously.
There was a kid who was not old enough. Believe it or not, he was not old enough to run for election, but did anyway.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
He filed a 2 Alpha.
A for effort.
Oh, I thought it was pretty funny. Unfortunately,
Toga
some of our political candidates did not see it as humorous.
Yeah. Toga just posted in the comment section, Midlife Trucker, Tom Bell channel link, and then it has a link to your channel. So guys, that's Midlife Trucker. He's the guy all the way at the bottom down there. Go check out his channel, watch his videos, give him a like, and let him know that Driving with John, you saw him here first. Because
Yeah, and really check out the TikTok because I like that one.
he's big on the TikTok, but yeah, he's
Still
actually.
watching
I like the
YouTube.
factor that I can see everybody running around the parking lot and they look like a bunch of ants.
Man, they be moving, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Never
If you
seen a
don't
truck
know what
driver
we're
walk that
talking
fast in my
about,
life.
if you don't know what we're talking about, you're gonna have to go check out his channel, guys. It's worth a watch. I'll
It's
be
definitely
honest,
worth a
it's
watch.
very addictive. Very addictive. He's got me hooked for sure. Toga says, okay, I admit that. I'm a bot.
Oh
Toga,
no!
do not call yourself a bot, Toga. You're not a bot, dude. I don't care if you want to call yourself that, but you're not, dude. If you're a bot, you're the friendliest, best bot I've ever seen in my life. You know, you're not a butt bot like most of them.
I won't go there.
On Facebook, Tyler says, hi. How you doing, Tyler? Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. Happy Memorial Day. I'm going to do a quick reminder, guys. Today, we're celebrating Memorial Day. We're talking about and honoring the ones that have lost their lives to give us the freedoms to come on social networks and say stupid crap like we do every day. So, guys, as you're out today celebrating, just remember, say thank you and just remember them and honor their family members and everybody that has sacrificed. So, I really do appreciate it. So, right there, Toga again, the best bot in the world, right there. I'll tell you what, if you're a bot, keep botting away, man. He just posted Grumpy Old Trucker's link. Next is going to be my link and probably my membership link because the guy is on it. I'm telling you.
He is awesome.
He's doing a laughing emoji right now. Yeah. Yeah. So Frank, what as a truck driver, were there ever holidays that you had to be home for?
The holidays that I actually would like to be home for sure is usually whenever it's Jesus Christ's birthday.
Well, for those people that don't know what day that is, the day that we celebrate, not his actual birthday, before someone gets online and says something stupid.
I was leaving that alone.
Yeah. So what day do we
John?
actually celebrate Jesus' birthday?
Isn't it sometime in March?
Yeah.
Let me call the Vatican and ask.
It's October, but we actually celebrate it in December. Go ahead. Sorry, Grumpy.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Did you know
Okay,
Christmas
you see.
used to move?
Hang on there. What?
Did you know
Grumpy?
Christmas actually used to move like Easter? The Vatican set the calendar for Christmas.
I don't doubt that one bit.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
And Easter actually moves. It's based on the solar, when the sun and the moon and all this lunar shit has to line up right. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
The Vatican gets to determine.
By the way, if you guys don't know Christmas, everybody go down and tap that heart button like crazy right now. Because Christmas is Jesus' birthday. All right. Woo, yay. I'm going to do it on mine too. See? All right, guys. Good job. All right. Any other holidays that you have to be home for, Grumpy?
I like to try to be home around July 4th for sure, to celebrate our independence. That's whenever my family really likes to have me come home, be able to go celebrate by watching fireworks and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the two major holidays. Now, I mean, if I'm able to get home, usually as a rule, most companies got my home around Thanksgiving also. But those three major holidays are generally the ones that most trucking companies that I've ever worked for usually get you home on. So it's not a big deal usually as a rule.
Now,
our major shipper and receivers closed on most major holidays. So, like for example, Thanksgiving, it would do no good for me to stay out because all of our 85% of our cargo is one shipper and receiver, the one that's on my trailer, and they're not going to be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we might as well be home. And same with July 4th, depending on what day of the week it falls on, and Christmas. I mean, those are just days. Not to mention, I'm not going to be on the road on January 1st after midnight. That's a day I won't be running night shift. Too dang many DUI checkpoints. I'm so tired of talking into their flashlight. I mean, they were checking everybody on that particular sidewalk, but still.
Alrighty then.
Well, I will tell you guys, Down below, Toga just posted a link to the membership to become a member on my channel. If you want to become a member, I do have membership videos that I put out once in a while, not as often as I'd like, and midlife is gonna crack on me about it. But
Me
I
never.
put a, I put out as much as I can. But basically, it's a way to get to know me better. I am driving with John on social media, and on my membership videos, I'm more conversationalist. I answer questions. I'm more of a, and eventually I'm going to do a membership live. Eventually, I'm going to do a membership live. So, but if you're on Facebook, I also have it on Facebook. They call it subscribing on Facebook. So you can subscribe to my Facebook and you can see the same videos. So, all right, guys, enough selfless. Truckers are people too. Got buy the
You know,
t-shirt, merch, store type stuff. So
I was gonna say also, how today's Memorial Day, which we honor our fallen that have served our country and stuff. All right. Well, basically, you might say our holiday for us truckers is really Labor Day, which is everybody else's also, as far as workers go. But that's just kind of fits our description more so than anything.
yeah, I don't know. I had a couple days I have to be home, but other than that, it's like I used to be Father's Day when I very first started. I wanted to be home for Father's Day, but then it became I had to start one of the places I worked. I had to be at orientation on the Monday after Father's Day, and it was across the country, so I had no choice to leave. Since then, I don't think I've been home for Father's Day since. So, but I do have to be home for Mother's Day and my wife's birthday because
Yeah. My two
Um,
previous careers, we were never home. Newspapers published 7 days a week, and
Yep.
prior to that, I was military. So
Yep. Says, God bless you fellows, and God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. That was from Kevin the Unicorn. Kevin the Unicorn. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. Definitely agree with all of the above. And as you're out celebrating today, guys, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get behind the wheel when you've been drinking. Call an Uber, call a cab. Those guys are working today just like we are. So good. Thank goodness too, because there will be a lot of people that will be out over libating, if you know what I mean. So. And just to remind you guys, there's a little menu down in the corner. You can click on it. You can do the hearts, the smileys, the little celebration thing, the uh-oh face, or the 100%.
I was going to ask you, does that automatically come up for us on our channels when we do lives?
I don't know. Maybe it's an Apple thing. I have no idea. You guys tell me.
I saw it
You
on
guys-
there, but I was just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of curious.
Yeah, anytime you do a live, it should be on there. And I don't usually mention it, but after talking to you the other day about that girl on TikTok that was singing,
Yes.
I was thinking, it probably works the same way on YouTube. The more people touch that, the more YouTube realizes that people are liking it, and the more they show it out to people. So if you want
Did
to
you
support my
check and
channel,
read about it and find out if that's exactly how that works on YouTube?
I have no idea. But if it doesn't, then guess what? They get to spam a button, and it's fun to do anyway. So
the more people touch that, he said.
Right, I know,
ain't
but
going there.
okay, Tom, put me in the basement.
he just put himself in the basement.
They said the more people touch that, I don't know.
We'll put that on the whatnot shelf, and it will not get dusted off anymore.
Oh no, here we go. Acorns on whatnot shells over there, and the people farting around on the acreage. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And don't forget about the peeing in the boot when it's
down here
storming.
in Oklahoma. Well, right now it's peeing out of a boot like crazy where I am.
Oh, it's beautiful here in Oklahoma.
No, it's been peeing
Beautiful
out of a
day.
boot since middle of the night last night, and there was a couple of, God was up there bowling too. So.
Yep. Yeah, Boss Man's wonderful wife and children were quite aware of it because they have a child that does not care for storms, and he was up and woke his mama up, and so she got stuck staying up most of the night. That's another reason why I, was up for a while. So,
Okay.
keeping
All
Boss
right.
Man and them company.
Sometimes
right
I
now
miss the days. Sometimes I miss the days when you heard the thunderstorm, and when I was a single parent, I could listen for. As soon as that first really good crack of thunder came, I'd hear the feet coming across the living room. hidden from my bedroom. I'd play like I was still asleep, and she'd crawl right up in that bed.
Yeah, my bonus daughter, and then of course my biological daughter do the same thing. I used to have to stay up with them all night long whenever the storms came through, unless I was out storm spotting. So then I don't know. They were just at loss. They didn't have me there.
Oh,
And
you went
now,
out chasing storms?
yes, I was a storm spotter here in my well, the better part of more than just my area. I would go all over our county and everything.
That's kind of
But I
like
was mainly for
firefighters.
our.
You want to run into the thing and not away from it? No, nope.
No. We had a good leader, which my fearless leader finally joined the Lord here a few weeks back. I actually did a small little presentation on man's channel, but he would stay in his trailer house, which was the craziest thing ever, and he would watch the radar system and be on the two-way radio with us, telling us, hey, what do you see over in this area? What do you see over in that area? And then we would get behind it. But now I was training the gentleman, which was also my friend, because he wanted to be a storm spotter. And I was in my little green Ford Ranger pickup at the time. And here comes this nasty tornado that actually hit just northwest of Bristow. And it tore up an I believe it was an F1. Yeah, at the time before they changed it and enhanced the Fujitsu scale. And there was this house that was what they call a U-shaped house, because it looked like a house, like a horseshoe. It literally lifted the house up and moved it off of its blocks about almost 6 feet. It didn't tear it all up. It tore some of it up, but it moved most of it over. It was crazy. And yeah, I enjoyed going out there doing it. I really did.
Did you hear about that tornado that hit the governor's mansion in Oklahoma?
No, I did not. I haven't heard that
Ripped
yet.
the wheels right out from under it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because he's kind of done a lot of things here lately that's really upsetting quite a few Huskies.
We could actually joke about that in Arkansas there for a while, because after Bill Clinton left office, the governor's mansion, when Governor Huckabee was in office, was literally in a triple wide.
You want to hear something else funny, Tom? I want to tell you.
Go for it.
Whenever he was to take his first seat in our Capitol, he literally drove his tractor from his farm to the Capitol. That is no lie.
It got some attention.
Yes, it did. No comment on that, John?
Nope.
Seeing how I'm an Okie, and my governor drove his tractor to the Capitol.
I actually have a question for you about the storm chasing thing. I find it intriguing. You know that that movie about storm chasing? What was it
Twisters.
called?
Twisters.
Now, is that accurate?
Partially. They exaggerate a little bit. And they're coming out with Twister, a number 2. It's going to be coming out here real soon, too. And that was made here in Oklahoma also. The funny part is, when that one was actually being made, just finishing it up, in fact, last year, I believe, we actually had some major tornadoes that came through in that area where they were at. So, they were able to get some real good footage in there.
All right, so we got some comments I got to read here. Trucking is Dead says, hi, boys. How you doing, Trucking? Thank you very much. And I want to apologize to you. You sent a super chat yesterday just as I was ending the stream, and I didn't thank you. I really do appreciate it, guys. I don't demand it or require it. You do get priority if you send a super chat or if you're a member. But I did want to say thank you for doing that. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. Toga says hi to him. He's saying hi to Toga. Now, this one I got, guys. Okay, we get this comment about once a week, and I handle it every single time. And so I'm going to do it again because, again, we live in a free country. People have died for the right for people to make stupid comments. So how about we just honor a stupid comment? Do you prefer to watch a tree grow or your kneecap to grow. Well, I banged my knee one time on my bedstand, and it swelled up really big. So I prefer trees growing. But I appreciate the comment. Have a great day, Kurt. Ha! All right,
He's
so
been in a couple of our lives,
yeah. I get that
and he
comment.
usually
It's not
asks that
always from
same
him.
question.
It's not always from him. It's from a couple different. I've gotten them from so many different people. I don't even care. Whatever. Say what you got to say.
I like watching trees grow because that provides me with oxygen.
Well, when I banged my knee,
overrated.
when I banged my knee, it's highly overrated. Well, I don't know. I seem to have more trouble with brain in my oxygen than oxygen in my brain, but I'm just saying. Yeah, my knee swelled up. It was like this big. So yeah, it happens.
You mean something else got bigger than your head?
My head that big? I don't know. Is my head that big? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Toga says this is another internet meme, like asking for a car brand, etc. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hear it all the time. At least once or twice a week, I get it in my life. I don't care. So. Kurt says, you guys are cool as heck. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you thought you got me, didn't you, Kurt? Bring it. Come on. Bring it. All right. No, I appreciate you coming in, Kurt. Just remember, people died for the right for you to leave comments like that. So keep the stupid coming. I leave it up to you. All right. So midlife, you have a channel, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What kind of things do you
Midlife
talk about
Trucker,
on your?
Tom Bell, spelled with an H.
All right. And what kind of things do you? Wait, is Tom spelled with an H?
Of course.
Yes.
Thomas
Somehow you tend to well, either you or Boss Man, whenever you're using your Texas speech, don't go back and fix that. But I don't even bother with it.
Mine's
Yeah, I
actually
know
already
you do.
set.
You correct him all the time in our little chat group.
Yeah, mine's already set to where if somebody says Tom Bell, it'll put THOM.
Yeah, THOM. Yeah, Tom Bell. Yeah, I actually didn't even notice that. That's weird.
Yeah, my father was TOM, so I was THOM. It made it easy for us to identify the mail.
Oh, wait. Identify the what?
Mail, U.S. mail, came in the mail.
I knew John was going to go there.
Before email, John.
Okay.
No.
Wait. You mean U.S. mail, not like what gender you were, because your dad and you would be the same gender. So identifying the mail should be pretty simple.
You open that door, Tom. You open that door. I'm telling you, that gentleman right up here, he will walk right in them.
I do a lot of pay videos, a lot of drone. Yes. I've done every pay video since I started in trucking. Now, a lot of people say, well, Tom, that helps you with recruiting. Well, it would, but we haven't had any open trucks in a while. We have 300 plus trucks at Cheeseman, and none of them are open. And when you've got no open trucks, you're doing something right, especially in this economy. So
that is a very good sign. Very good sign.
Yeah.
Work for a company with good culture, home time, equipment, compensation, and knowledge. I tell people all the time, Cheeseman's not the only company paying six figures. You can find good companies, but you can't just jump on the first thing smoking and looking pretty and sign the dotted line. I mean, we could all be at Hurricane Express next week. We wouldn't be happy. I mean, we'd have a beautiful truck, but we wouldn't be happy. And our boss would look like Kenny G. I mean, there's other companies too that have beautiful equipment, and they just would not make you, it wouldn't give you everything you need. I went to a company where I made more money. I was a lease operator for Arter Express, and for the 9 weeks I was at Arter Express, I made more money. The culture was not there. The equipment was not there. I will say my CDL. I'm not going to pull junk equipment. I'm not going to drive trucks that they won't fix things on.
One thing I
want to talk to when I call dispatch, I want to talk to somebody.
I will say I've watched most of your videos, and anybody that's interested in getting into trucking, I would refer them to your channel if they're worried about the money side of things, because it shows what is actually possible. I'm one of those people. Before I met you, I would tell people, look, you're not going to make much money at the beginning, but you've proved me wrong, and I admit
Well,
I'm
my
man enough to
first year, I
admit.
only made 60. I made 62,000, but I did a lot of things. And this is something I've tried to teach people that I've talked to is you have to know how to run your hours. My first company, I worked 11
Sure.
on, 3 off. But I was able to do that because I chose a company where I lived in the freight lane. The company I worked for, which was Millis Transfer, had a terminal in Cartersville, Georgia, and another in Albany, Georgia. So I worked 11 on, 3 off every 2 weeks. It was the same schedule. And I was able to do that because I was always in that freight lane. I had a great dispatcher, and William knew exactly how to send me home. Of course, I went home. Good thing none of my neighbors knew I was loaded with beer, but went home with a trailer slap full of beer a lot and had me in my
Well,
3 days off and went on and delivered it the following week.
I don't
And
want
you
to interrupt
really
you.
have to
Oh,
know where you live.
yeah, yeah. It's all about research. I want to read this comment because Crazy Indiana Trucker says, I have one open truck. Drivers are hard to come by. Yeah, good drivers are hard to come by too. It goes both ways. Good
You
companies
can
and good
get
drivers.
you can get
But
a
I will
driver
say,
7 days a week, but to get a good driver, like John
right.
just said, that's the
Yeah.
hard part. You got
Yeah.
to get a
Yep.
driver who understands this stuff, knows the math, and actually looks at it like a business, not like a truck driver.
Yep.
And there's nothing
Yep.
wrong with thinking like a truck driver, but a lot of people think like a truck driver and they still look at it the way it used to be. They don't bother to read the new regulations and understand things changed in the hours of service.
Yep.
There are people who still think that when you use adverse conditions, it doesn't extend both your clocks. They don't read it. They don't
Right.
know.
Yeah. Well, I would say, I could be wrong here, but it's just a thought. If the name of your company is Crazy Indiana Trucker, could have a problem recruiting with that name.
You know,
Maybe people don't
John,
want to drive a truck that says Crazy Indiana Trucker. I don't know. I'm just joking. I'm sure that's not the name of his company. Go ahead.
you broke my wife.
We don't want to know about this now.
I
Well,
had
she's sitting
nothing to
over
do with it.
Yeah, you did. You told her about the darn like button deal, and she's over here with my stylist going ding 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 ding
Oh,
ding
that's
ding ding
good.
ding. Yeah, not
That's
good for
good.
my stylist. It's gonna die. Oh no. Well,
Yeah, it's dying for a good cause, though.
I'll have to order me a new one off of
I
Timu.
didn't even know about that little trick. See, we learned something new today.
Well, it works on TikTok, but I don't know about YouTube. But I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's TikTok's where you do it. Okay.
Yeah, I know TikTok. It works great.
On TikTok, when someone's on a live, they just spam that, and it automatically will throw it into the algorithm in high gear. So,
So it's on
A1.
a live on TikTok. Gotcha.
Right. Actually,
Yes.
when you're watching a video on TikTok, you can double tap the screen and give it a bunch
And it
of
puts
hearts.
a heart.
Yeah,
Don't
but you
do
can
that
keep
within
doing
the
that.
first 5 seconds. Watch
No,
it
you
through
wait.
5 seconds of the video
Right.
before you double click that. You should actually watch more than that. The
Right.
longer of the video
But you can
watch
keep
before you
doing that.
heart- Well, right, but it only counts the first time you do it.
No. Well, yes, but
On a
but
not
TikTok
live
will
video.
recognize it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, last night, let's put it this way. Last night, I sat there and I went through and done a couple other ones I've seen that they kind of bored me, so I got tired of them. But then I ran across this one guy that just caught my eye because it's from our generation. Y'all, well, Tom, no, you're too old. But John will know. You remember the old Showbiz pizzas, right?
I know what Showbiz Pizza was.
Oh, heart attack. He never. I figured he'd be too old and went with the one. All right. Well, anyhow, it became Chuck E. Cheese's later on, which now a lot of them had to go folding under whenever the pandemic thing happened. Well, anyhow.
Oh, you
Well,
said
they folded because their pizza sucked. But whatever. Keep going.
it.
With your story.
All right.
But nobody
I'll
went there
agree.
for the pizza.
I'll agree. Okay.
Nobody.
Anyhow,
went
you know
to
how they had all the
pizza.
animatronics, right? Well,
Yeah.
this gentleman he somehow managed to purchase or apprehend somehow a few of the animatronics, as well as some of the original soundtracks and things for it. And I stumbled across him and I started watching him. I was like, this is quite interesting. All right. So then I got to listen to it for a little bit. I was heartening it a little bit. And then all of a sudden he kicked it into high gear with some of the original stuff that I remember from whenever I was a kid and went there years ago with a friend of mine. And I was like, okay. So he was getting ready to go off too. And then I started just hearting like crazy. Well, then he says, if I can reach this 50,000, we'll do another one. I'm like, okay. If I can reach 60,000, I'll do a good one. Finish. I was like, all right. Finally, all of a sudden done. It was about 3:00 my time whenever I got done doing that. And he had reached almost 70,000 all said and done. When I first started in, it was like 30-something thousand, and he was getting ready to go off.
You know what's funny?
So that tells you.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
Now you have to be a little older to know this. The new gamers, they think they know how to spam a button, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were gaming as young kids and Nintendos, we had to know how to spam a button for a reason. It wasn't just whatever. So my son and I were playing a game, and now don't get me wrong, he's good. He can spam a button pretty darn good. But I forget we're playing like Mario something or other game. I don't know. But he wanted me to play, and he said the point is once this happens, you just spam that button as fast as you can. Well, I did what I did when I was a kid. You put your hand in a certain position and you lock your joint, and then and you don't even have to actually move. It just vibrates the button fast enough to spam. He was like, I didn't know you knew how to do that. Oh, come on. We've been doing this for years. Come on now. So yeah.
This was my stylist. She's made it really squishy. I'm sitting there doing that.
Today's world, they've got controllers that do that for us.
She says I'm
we
done.
were kids, that didn't happen.
So let me get some of these comments, guys. Sapphire says hi. Sapphire Shine says hi. Toga says you can directly ask it on. Oh yeah, he's telling me you can directly ask the question. So yeah, shoot it. Yeah, shoot it. Jesse says hi. Hi, Jesse. Toga saying hi to them. Sapphire saying hi. Thanks. Yeah, old school.
Is that a Cookie Monster or what is that?
Yeah, old school. Old school. Definitely. Gen X. We started the gaming system. Like people don't even realize that. The boomers invented gaming systems, but we actually learned how to play them properly, and then it went on from us.
2600, man.
And we perfected them.
No, Texas Instruments, then Atari, then Nintendo.
Oh yes.
Hey, wait a minute. You forgot about the Bentley.
You forgot Pong.
Yep. No, I didn't.
Pong,
I was getting
Pong was Texas Instrument.
Oh,
it was on Bentley.
Bong.
No,
That's
Pong
the one
was on
that.
Texas
That's the
Instrument.
one that Tom's generation invented for us, and then we perfected the gaming system as it furthered.
Call it that you want. You call today's gaming system perfection?
I said the name wrong. Okay, the name is Spitfire Shine. Sorry about that. I said Sapphire Shine. Sorry about that. You're a trucker. Don't be afraid to say spit. LOL. Spitfire Shine. Yeah, Spitfire. Spitfire. Okay.
Oh, now clean your lens off.
Sorry about that, guys. Is that better? All right, there you go. So, all right, guys. I want to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody. I hope everybody gets to go out and have some beef barbecue, some pork barbecue, some vegan barbecue, some fish barbecue, whatever you like to eat.
Vegan.
Hey. Yeah, everybody eats what they eat. Just do what you do.
My
all right,
food
man.
is
Just
vegan.
barbecue some corn. That'll work for vegans.
My food is vegan.
I'll tell you what, man. Barbecued corn.
Yes,
man. If you know how to do it right, man, that's some good stuff right there. Spitfires, Spitfire Shine says, yeah, I just subbed. Thank you, Spitfire. I really do appreciate it.
Awesome.
Go check out.
Come check
Go
out.
check out Midlife Trucker and down below Grumpy Trucker. the Grumpy Trucker. We're on pretty much all social media platforms. So I appreciate that very much, guys. Everybody, happy Memorial Day. Remember, it's about the men that we've lost to give us the freedoms to do what we do. So just remember that
Yes.
today. But don't be afraid to tell somebody that served that's still alive. Thank you, because we do appreciate their service also. But the ones that have died to honor our country is the reason why we have today. So.
hmm
If you don't want to know the links, Toga is in the process again for posting the links. This guy is like, he's the best bot in the world. It's the Toga
I
bot.
guarantee you, if he's a bot,
Yeah,
he's definitely a good bot.
yeah, he's a
We
good
need
bot.
more of him.
There's good bots and there's butt bots. He's a good bot. He's not a butt bot. So there's Grumpy Truckers link. Go subscribe. There's Midlife Truckers link. Go subscribe. I'm Driving with John. You're watching on my channel. Become a member. Go check out my merch store. Truckers are people too. Got hats, shirts, mugs. Have a good time, guys. We really appreciate it, Toga. You are awesome. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you very much. Don't drink and drive, guys. Stay home. Have
No,
a good
please
time.
don't.
See you on the next one, guys. Truckers are people too.